All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man, hope everybody's having a great NFL Sunday. All right, man, so real quick, the Cincinnati Bengals are going to the Super Bowl. That's right. Yup, I did not say that wrong. This is not a misinformation. This is not gossip. I didn't hear this on no. The Cincinnati Bengals are going to the Super Bowl. That's right. They upset Patrick Mahomes, boy, and the Kansas City Chiefs to get that. After being down 21-3, things have changed in Cincinnati. Things have changed in Cincinnati. 2 years ago, this team, the Cincinnati Bengals, was the worst team in football. They got the number one pick. They drafted a guy by the name of Joe Burrow. He played really well, got injured, then couldn't play the rest, came back this year. Oh, and this year they drafted Jamar Chase. Got him in there. Now you see things picking up. This team is turning around there going to the Super Bowl. Now, we all know I'm a Cowboy fan, so I got no dog in the fight. So everybody kept saying, Chris, who are you going for? Well, let's go with the least likely team to get there and root for the underdogs just because that's what I do. Cincinnati Bengals. That's who I went with. That's who I picked for the Super Bowl just because they were the underdog, no other reason. But congratulations, man. Today, the Cincinnati Bengals showed you what you can do when you constantly believe. I don't know what Joe Burrow got in his veins. I don't know why this guy is never rattled. Why this guy can be down 21-3 and don't even blink. I don't know. I don't get it. Because he can be down 21-3 and he's on the sideline looking like he's missed a game. All right, let's go. We good. You're not seeing I think the one time I seen emotion when Kansas City won the overtime coin toss, he was like, It was like, And let's be real. When Kansas City won that coin toss, everybody was like, oh, damn. That's it. That's game. That's game. But the Cincinnati Bengals defense, they almost had that. Eli Apple almost had that interception. He was like, oh, you gave up your opportunity. And then on the very next play, what a play by, I can't remember his number. I think it was number 30. I can't remember his name. I want to say his name was Baker, if I'm not mistaken. He tips the ball. The other guy come and get the interception. Now what did that do? What that does, and then he was able to run that back to like the 45-yard line. So at that point, they only needed 20 yards to be in field goal range. They got more than that. They got all the way down to, I think, the 12. Now, the next play, they hike the ball. Joe Burrow just falls down so they can get a good kick, which I don't think really mattered. But I don't know. That's a little dangerous too. And I get it, though. That's obviously the right play for them. Because me, personally, I feel like you just keep going. If you can get in that end zone, make it as close as possible, but you are opening yourself up for risk. Cincinnati was not trying to be risk takers. They were like, let's go to my guy last week that said we was going to the AFC. I wonder if he said it this time on the AFC Championship game. I wonder if he said this time we're going to the Super Bowl. I just want to know he said it. I just want to know he said it. Let me tell you something, guys. Things have changed with the Cincinnati Bengals. They are doing this with a young team. That's going to get better because they're going to fix that offensive line because, Lord, Prince suck. Like, they're going to get better. They're going to get better. That defense is going to get better. Guess what now, though? Now, when you got a guy like Joe Burrow, when you got a guy like Jamar Chase, when you got Mixon, who's been there for a while, when you got now you got winning in the atmosphere. Now, all of a sudden, they start to get those looks. Of doing the free agents is like, hey, man, I might want to go to Cincinnati. They building something over there. You can say they building something. They already built something. When you get into the Super Bowl, you ain't building. They went from the worst team to the best team. One of the top two. The top two. You can say what you want to say about who better, who might be better, whatever. But if you ain't in the dance, you ain't show up to the party. So I don't want to hear none of that. Now, the Kansas City Chiefs, I thought when they got that coin toss, I was like, oh, this is over. Pat Mahomes about to go do his thing. I don't know what Cincinnati did to Tyreek Hill in that second half. In that second half, they shot him down. They shot Tyreek Hill down in that second half. They started doing double brackets. They started whatever they could. to take him out of the game. Now, they gave up something to Kelsey, which is, you get it. But because you can't lock him down forever. But at that one, you go, they doing something. And then Kansas City, man, got up 21-3. Do we realize Kansas City only scored, I think 3 points in the second half? 3 points. Now, I was live, so shout out to every single person that joined me on my live. All of you guys. Because everyone kept saying, Chris, the Bengals are a second half team. And I'm like, yo, they are a second half team. But this is, and I'm my mom like, this is KC though. You know, he could be a second half team, but this KC. It didn't matter. They came out like a different team in that second half. Let's talk about that one play, that one drive at the end of that first half. Well, Kansas City had the opportunity to put points on the board. Andy Reid, and I quote, said Patrick Mahomes wanted to go for it. So I let him went for it. I love Patrick Mahomes, and it's hard to go against him and what he asked for, especially with Andy Reid, because of how good Patrick Mahomes is, right? How good he is. So it's hard to say, nah, Pat, let's go and kick. But at that point, I think you go put the points on the board. But again, I felt like they got comfortable. Man, we got it. You know, I feel like they started feeling themselves. And Kansas City got a tendency to do that. They get to feeling themselves and almost think they're unstoppable. And Cincinnati just come back methodically. Just keep chipping away. Stand in the game. Chipping away. Stand in the game. And then you look up. Shooter McPherson. Cincinnati going to the Super Bowl. Wow. Well, you're talking about a story going from worst to first, guys. This is a Cinderella story. Like, you talk about Cinderella story, this is it. This is Cincinnati. No one had Cincinnati going to no Super Bowl. You might have said they're gonna be good this year. They got Burrow back. They got Jamar Chase. They're gonna look all right this year now. They're gonna look good this year. But you ain't saying Super Bowl. That's right. They're going to the Super Bowl. So you got contenders and pretenders. They're contenders. They're contending at the highest level. They're in the chip, guys. Congratulations to all of Bengals Nation, everybody from Cincinnati that's been going through this, everyone that's been riding with the Bengals, that's Bengals fans, that's been decades of nothingness. They've had little glitz and glamour here, but for the most part, been decades of nothingness. You're in the Super Bowl. Congratulations to the Cincinnati Bengals. Hey, it just shows when you get the right people in the right talent, the right coach, you let them do their thing. This is what you get. Congratulations, Cincinnati. You're headed to the Super Bowl, baby.